Israel's Air Force has received 3 new Adir fighter jets on January 18. With this, the number of F-35 aircraft in the Israeli Air Force fleet has now become 48. All these F-35 aircraft are stationed at Nevatim Air Base in Israel. This is a base located in southern Israel, and 2 squadrons use these 48 aircraft, 116 Squadron and 140 Squadron. Israel received its first F-35 aircraft in December 2016, and in 2017 it was declared operational. In January 2021, 116 Squadron was raised. Israel presented its F-35 plan to the world as follows. Israel would purchase a total of 75 F-35 aircraft, out of which around 50 have already been received. In June 2024, Israel placed an order with the United States worth $3 billion for 25 more F-35 aircraft. It is said that a third F-35 squadron in the Israeli Air Force will be raised in late 2028, and from this you can estimate that one F-35 squadron of Israel operates 25 aircraft. Among all the countries in the world that are operating F-35 aircraft, you can say that the Israeli F-35 aircraft have the most combat experience, because Israel has used these F-35 aircraft against Iran as well as against Syria. In this way, these become the world's most combat-experienced F-35 aircraft. It is said that there is currently some delay in the Block 4 upgrade of these F-35 aircraft, and this thing is also hurting the Israelis, because due to this, these aircraft become somewhat limited in high-intensity combat capability. Some air-to-surface missiles cannot be used at the moment. For example, until these Israeli F-35 aircraft receive the Block 4 software or are upgraded to it, they cannot use the AGM-88 anti-radiation missile, and because of this, you can say that they cannot perform suppression of enemy air defenses (SAD) missions. So then, in what role did Israel use these aircraft against Iran and Syria? Israel used these aircraft against Iran and Syria for intelligence gathering, for surveillance, and as a reconnaissance platform. Even today, the workhorse of the Israeli Air Force for fourth generation is its fourth-generation F-16 aircraft, which are currently used in the largest numbers in the Israeli Air Force. The F-35 aircraft were used by the Israelis for missile launch detection, for threat type identification, and for real-time battlefield data sharing, because the data links used in F-35 aircraft are more advanced compared to those of F-16 and F-15. Basically, what the Israelis used to do was that they would first send the F-35 aircraft forward. These F-35s would go ahead and perform intelligence gathering using the modern sensors installed on them, and through their sophisticated data link systems, they would share this information with F-16 aircraft and with F-15 aircraft, which were being used as strike aircraft. The actual attacks were carried out by the F-16 and F-15 aircraft. These Israeli F-35 aircraft were used as command nodes, you can say. The Israelis say that they did not use these F-35 aircraft for any kinetic strikes. This is their claim. Meaning that in all the attacks that Israelis carried out against Iran in 2025, they definitely used these F-35 aircraft for ISR missions, that is, for intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance purposes, but for strikes, meaning for dropping weapons, they did not use the F-35 aircraft. For this work, Israelis used F-16 and F-15 aircraft. These F-35 aircraft provided early warning, identified missile threats, and used their sensors to ensure the survivability of the entire strike package. But we also know that Israel is currently the only operator in the world that can modify its F-35 aircraft. No other country in the world has this privilege or permission. Israelis can install indigenous avionics in their F-35 aircraft, can install Israeli-made electronic warfare systems, and in this way, Israelis do not rely only on stealth, but for the long-term survivability of their aircraft, they install systems made in their own country and continuously modernize the F-35 aircraft. But again, because this aircraft is made by the United States has kept some things under its control. For example, the Block 4 software that has to be installed in this aircraft will first be prepared by the United States, and only then will it be installed in the Israeli F-35 aircraft. The F-35 aircraft is very famous in the world in terms of electronic warfare, and you can say that these aircraft come with the most advanced electronic warfare suite. In fact, among all Western fighter jets currently in service, the best electronic warfare suite is installed in the F-35 aircraft. But it is also said that the export variants provided by the United States have their electronic warfare suites downgraded, and the Israelis do not want America's downgraded electronic warfare suites. Instead, Israelis can install their own country's electronic warfare suites in these F-35 aircraft and maintain their technological edge for a long time. Now, as you know, tensions in the Middle East have increased significantly. It is even said that the Americans have started regrouping their assets in the Middle East. For what purpose this is being done cannot be said, but Americans are currently gathering their assets in the Middle East. And in the areas where Americans start gathering their assets, the reason usually appears to be that perhaps another type of attack on Iran is being planned. But we also know that Iran has very powerful missiles, and through them, Iran can cause significant damage. It is also said that Israel can mount strategic weapons on its F-35 aircraft. You can say that Israel uses these F-35 aircraft as a force multiplier, rather than using them as primary strike platforms. Israelis mostly use these aircraft for intelligence gathering, electronic warfare, and network-centric warfare. So this was a small piece of news and information that in recent days, Israelis have received 3 new F-35 aircraft, and in this way, Israel now has around 50 of these aircraft. In the coming days, Israel will have a total of 75 such aircraft operational. Guys, if you enjoy the video, please subscribe to the channel. That way more people will find this video and it really helps the channel.